Welcome to qnawire.
We first know that 2/3 of the seeds are launched essentially between 6 degrees and 56 degrees above the horizontal. We know that then the mean angle for all seeds, this is equaling 31 degrees. And we know that the range of projection angles would be anywhere from -51 degrees to 75 degrees. So clearly, most of the seeds are launched above the horizontal if more than half the seeds are launched between 6 degrees and 56 degrees. So in order for choice A to be correct, the seeds would need to cluster around 90 degrees. So we know that if one of the hypotheses is A, seeds are preferentially launched at angles that maximize the height. We know that for A to be correct, seeds must cluster around 90 degrees. And this is not true. So hypothesis A is not correct. For hypothesis B, most seeds would need to launch below the horizontal. So part B, if preferentially launched at angles below the horizontal in order to drive the seeds into the ground with more force, this means that most of the seeds would need to be launched below the horizontal. So most seeds need to be launched below horizontal. And this is not true, so this means that essentially, oh, my apologies, that is not true. So hypothesis A, hypothesis B are both not correct. Now, hypothesis C, seeds are preferentially launched at angles that maximize the horizontal distance the seeds travel from the plant. Now for part C, in order to maximize horizontal distances, this means that the angle of launch must be equal to 45 degrees, and this is somewhat close to 30 degrees, or 31 degrees, the mean angle. So this might be a hypothesis. And then for part B, it's saying the seeds are really launched at angles that minimize the time seeds spend exposed to the air. So we can say in order to minimize time exposed to air, seeds are launched perfectly downwards, and this is not the case because most of the seeds rather are launched above the horizontal. So we can say that this is also not correct. And so the only hypothesis that is supported is that the seeds are going to maximize the horizontal distance. So hypothesis C is the one that is most closely supported by the data. That is the end of the solution. Thank you for watching.